Today's going to be an educational video.
Today's going to be all about how to make hay, specifically alfalfa mixed hay. As you can see, there's some grass in here, so this is mixed hay. There's obviously a lot of alfalfa in it, so we'll just call it alfalfa mixed hay. The first step, we got to mow the hay. Mowing hay is basically like mowing the lawn, except on steroids. I just mowed my first pass around the field. I'm actually doing some adjustments to the mower so that we can get a good clean cut and that we're leaving the proper amount of stubble. In our case today, it is September 1st. We're getting close to fall here. I don't want to cut it super short and scalp the grass. So I'm trying to adjust the mower so that we're leaving a good 4 or 5 inches of stubble. You could cut it a lot lower than that. In the middle of summertime, I'll do that. But here in the fall, we're getting close to colder weather. I don't want to kill off all the grass and everything, so we're going to leave a little bit more stubble than I normally do.
Every hay operation is different. Everybody cuts it different. Every climate is different. Every application is different. Your equipment is different. So just because I do it one way doesn't mean it's right, doesn't mean it's wrong. This is just the way that I do it here on our farm. I mow hay with a 1974 International 966. I've got a Case International 3309 disc line behind it. It's a 9-foot model. It does the job here on our farm. Someday I'd like to get a little bit bigger mower and maybe a tractor with a turbo, you know, because turbos are cool.
So, heading goes like this, right? And then it spreads it all out, so then it makes it dry faster. As you see, it is wet still, so the sun's doing its job, but not good enough. And then when it dries, then you rake it, and then you bale it. Am I right?
Step 3 of making hay is raking. So this right here is a New Holland 256 roller bar. This is not our rake. This is actually one of our neighbor's rakes because our rake is currently still broken and in pieces, and that's a whole story in and of itself. If you want to learn about that, go back and watch a video. It's just broken. So raking hay. What is raking hay? Well, after we ted it and after we fluff it out, let the sun, the wind, the air do everything, let it dry it down. Then we come through with a rake, whether that be a roller bar rake or a rotary rake or a wheel rake, whatever it is. Come through and you rake the hay into rows. The reason you rake a hay into rows is so the baler can come through and pick up the hay easily. If we didn't rake it, we would be out here for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours driving the baler back and forth the field trying to bale up this hay. Another thing that the rake does is it does actually go along in the drying process of the hay. Kind of at the tail end of the drying process, when you rake the hay up into rows, you can let the wind and the breeze blow through it. It also kind of flips the hay that was on the bottom on top, and it just helps that kind of last little bit of drying take place. So that's why we rake. It's a crucial step in making hay, obviously. That's how you get the hay up. It's a very satisfying job, and it leaves the field looking very cool with all the rows of hay, and it makes for baling very easy. I have the rake hooked up to our 1968 Case Comfort King 730. This was my grandpa's tractor. It's been used many years. Used to be a dairy tractor, so it's why it's a little bit rougher looking, but it's a great tractor. My brother and I did a whole bunch of engine work to this thing and changed all the fluids. It's been a phenomenal running tractor for us. It's the roughest one we got, but it is still the best working machine on the farm. Normally it pulls our Kuhn rotary rake. But like I said, it's broken. Awesome tractor, fun to drive, gets the job done. It is a gasser though, so it burns a lot of gas.
So, as you see, Eli is, actually you don't see, but he is raking hay. And this stuff, listen to it like crinkle. That stuff is nice stuff right there. And now, we're about to bale the hay. Look at him, he's doing such a good job. Give him a round of applause. Okay, so we are baling right now, and I can barely hear anything, but that's besides the point. This is a baler. What it does is you drive a tractor. You get the baler, hook it up, and then you drive. See how there's a line, straight line? Pretend like I'm the baler. You go like this, and then it goes in here, and then it goes up and it shoots out. And there's string, Look, there's a piece of it. The string that ties it all together so it doesn't just go like some of it does.
Well, we gotta go get the bales I dropped. You know, I only missed 4 bales. Holy, that's not funny. Well, ladies and gentlemen, 4th cutting is baled. So we got a nice full wagon here, and then we got some on this wagon. There's actually 1 or 2 missed tiles in this wagon. But it made 236 bales, I think is what it was, or 246 or something. It wasn't nearly as much as I was hoping for. The alfalfa came in pretty strong, but it's starting to need some potash, so it's not getting super, super thick. And the grass needs some nitrogen, and we just didn't have a whole lot of rain the last 2 weeks. So stuff was getting dry, and it just kind of stopped growing. That's kind of the big reason it didn't yield what I was hoping. But still really nice hay. It's 4th cutting, grass, alfalfa mix. Great stuff. We'll stack it right here in the center bay. But yeah, anyway, I'm going to deliver a load of hay here. We got 113 bales of 3rd cutting stacked on our truck here. This is our new farm truck. Talked about it before, but we got this 11-foot flatbed put on it. It used to be a service body, but we got this flatbed put on, and now we're going to deliver our first load. We got 2 2x4s up top to kind of run straps up over, and she's pretty tight. It'll work.